Now we'll go to this one, string palindrome. Hello everyone, this is Shravan Kumar Manthri. Welcome to our channel CSE GURUS. Of course we know like string palindrome means if you write in reverse, that also should be same. If I take little something we know madam. Okay, so something like I'll take something ABC CBA like this. So we'll write all these are palindromes. Even if you read in reverse, if you see in reverse also, you'll get the same characters. So that is what we know, string palindrome. And this one we'll do with using a function. Of course we can do without using a function also. We'll see the both. So how we want to do this one? Okay, we'll take the example. So if it is a string ABC CBA, okay, something like we will first, okay, the first logic is just find out, store this in reverse, okay, str2, you store in reverse and compare these two strings. That is a one thing you can do, okay. And without using this second one, you can do like comparing this one, first one with the last one. If they are not equal, immediately come out and say that it is not a string palindrome. Okay, if they are equal, you have to continue until half, right? So this is what we have to do, and we'll see now how to do this one. Anyway, here I want to find the length of the string. Here you can see n equals to 0. Okay, and n equals 0, string of n. That means here you can observe this is enter a string. I have taken a string, reading a string, and then here you can see I'm taking that length of the string here. What is n value means? It is length of the string. Okay, now we'll go for the next one. So as I said, I'll take a for loop. I'll start comparing first one with the last one. I start with 0. Okay, yeah, next I'll go for, without taking a j variable, you can take j variable also, that is fine. If not, you can do they like this also, I less than n by 2. Okay, then I plus plus. Okay, I'll check it out. Here you can observe, if str of I is not equals to str of n minus 1 minus I, right? So if they are not equal, immediately you can say that break. That means so you cannot approach till the string is palindrome, so else you are continuing. Now after for loop, I'll just want to see if your I value either reaching till n by 2. Is that right? If n value is greater than or equals to n by 2. Okay, sometimes it might go, why? Because in even length it might go till n by 2. Okay, greater than n by 2. So that's why if it is less than n by 2, that means it is half a part. Let us suppose in place of here, I'll take here instead of b, I'll take something like a only. So I starts with 0. So 0 with 5, both the same. Next I value will become 1. So b and a not same. So I, you can see it is, what is the length here? 6, right? So 6 by 2, 3. It is not reaching up to 3. So that's why you can say that break, it comes out. But once it is same, you can see 1 with 4 fine, 2 with 3 fine, I value here. Now I plus plus, I will become 3, right? What is a half? It is okay, fine, right? So like this you can consider. Okay, if it is equal or greater, it should not be lesser. Okay, it has to cross, then I can say that so both are palindrome, right? So I'll write here, I'll write palindrome string, else I can say, why? Because I have written break there. String is not a palindrome. So like this we can write a simple code like this. So we'll see the output of this one. Anyway, this nt is not required here. So I'll take something like ABC. I'll take even length first. I'll show you even length and odd length. So palindrome string, and I'll take odd length ABCD CBA. Of course this is also a palindrome. Okay, palindrome string. Okay, I'll take one more which is not a palindrome, I'll take CSE GURUS, which is not a palindrome. Okay, string is not a palindrome. So now how you can write this one using functions. Okay, so I'll take the concept of functions. So here I'll write the logic. If I'll write is palindrome is a function, is palindrome of str is our input. Okay, you can write double equals to 1, or you can remove that one, that is also fine. So I'll write is palindrome. Anyway, I'll implement this one, is palindrome of string. If it returns 1, then I'll say palindrome string, otherwise string is not a palindrome. Okay, so here I'll write the function, okay, which wants to return integer value. If is, that is int is palindrome, so I'll give that input character, and you can give str or any other, it's a formal parameter. I'll take simply s, that is also fine. Okay, so after that what I'll do, the same logic I want to write here. Anyway, I'll take integer I comma n, which are required here, right? So anyway, here they are not required. So now you can observe here, I'll get the length here, and now this part you can observe. So for I equals 0, okay, what I'll do here is, okay, if I equals 0, I less than, it has to go for n by 2, and I plus plus, what I'll do, if anywhere it is not, I'll write here as simply return 0. Just want to show the difference when you write with a function without. So if not, okay, if it successfully executes, that for loop successfully comes out without returning, so you have to return 1. Why? Because it is successfully executing till the half. So that's it, right? So it returns 1. Now if it returns 1, I can say palindrome string, otherwise you can say it as a not. And here you can see, you can write like this, or you can write simply like this. This is also which is equal, the value, if it returns 1, it is palindrome, right? So we'll see the execution part of this one. So the variable, so this is s, right? I've taken s, it's not str, I've taken s. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, again I'll take the same like ABC CBA as palindrome string, ABCD CBA, again palindrome string. I'll take CSE GURUS, string is not a palindrome, right? So like this we can do without using, with using a function. So like this how it will return. So we have completed all these things, and we'll see part 2 and part 3 and part 4 in the next video lectures. Thank you.